This is it, guys. The big one. We got some Asian flavors today. Yeah. So, I'm actually kind of excited about this. Mainly because of this one. This is the Malaysian version of Mountain Dew Pitch Black. And yes, they still sell these in Malaysia. On Wikipedia, on the Mountain Dew Wikipedia, I still believe they sell these in the Philippines, but when I was there, I really didn't go to a lot of convenience stores. So first time going, I had actually planned to do some type of soda chat. It didn't really happen. It was only there for a short amount of time. I do plan on doing some while I'm there, but if I can't, I can't. I mean, mainly because I'm seeing my girlfriend. That's more important than the channel. But so these came from a website called Galaxy Snacks. So you probably will see them on Facebook, especially if you've posted some things that you've reviewed, like sodas, like candy wise and everything. There's several others, but Galaxy Snacks has been around for a little bit longer. At least I've seen them longer than the other ones. But yeah. Mountain Dew Pitch Black. For a while there, they did not have these in stock, so I was a little like, I'm not going to really order them. But then they actually had this one in stock. They had the Mountain Dew Blue Shock as well, so I got that one. And just for the hell of it, I got this giant Pepsi Big Cola. This is actually from Japan. So going to be a very different flavor here because as we did our Mexican Coke products and everything, as we did last year, different type of sweeteners. They don't use high fructose corn syrup. They use just regular base sugar. And looking at these, yeah, I don't really see. They just say sugar. That's all that it is. And a lot of these countries just don't want, you know, the chemicals. They'd rather just have the sugar, which is I respect. Especially when I went to the Philippines and tasted the Coke and the Pepsi, which were smoother, more addicting, and kind of how I felt when I was a kid having them on a hot day. Nowadays, I really just don't care about regular Coke and regular Pepsi. I really don't drink them as much. I drink like their variants. But let's get started. And the one that I do want to get started first is I want to dispel the myth if this is the original Pitch Black Mountain Dew, not the one that came out last year. Very nostalgic, pissed off that it only had like a month run. Probably not even that, because once I got the ones I got, they completely vanished. Mountain Dew's bullshit. They didn't sell. You only had them out for a short amount of time. They vanished. Whatever. At least we got to try them on that show. I love the artwork. But I can't say no to the original design of the Pitch Black. It just brings back so many memories of chugging these things, getting fat, spending money on them, you know, and whatnot. So let's move these guys aside. And it probably will not show up. It will show up as black on this, but it has that purple color to it, and it's darker than Purple Thunder. Now, I've grown really accustomed to Purple Thunder, and I'm glad that it's become a permanent sell in Circle K. So Pitch Black, guys, is with a punch of grape citrus flavor. And like I said, this is from Malaysia, not from the Philippines. I can't seem to get anything from the Philippines. I don't know why. But if you are looking to get some foreign drinks, Japan is a great one, Korea is another one, and Malaysia seems to have a lot of them. So, and I love how it's not that big. It's just a small little bottle. What fluid ounce is this? Does it say somewhere on here? It says it. 400 milliliters, whatever the hell that means. So it doesn't have like a psst sound to it. And I'm not seeing any fizz. That's not a good sign. But when you do these kind of flavors, guys, it may be that they are expired. But judging by the 5/7/24, So it is in date, but there is there is some carbonation. It is not, oh, there it is. It's very tiny bubbles. I mean, it has that citrusy flavor. It is not pungent like the last one we did last year. Flavor-wise, it is there. My thing is not that sweet. Okay. Okay, so like I said, the flavor is there of an original Pitch Black. And I know I know this is not the same thing. I kind of wish the Pitch Black Part 2 was still around, because that, if you guys have never had the Part 2 with the sour grape bite, there has never been another flavor like that since. It is a grape soda, but it's not a punch. It's more of like that. That's all that it is. It's just a simple tap on the cheek. Not that sweet. It's not that refreshing. Kind of sad, but maybe a good thing. I mean, we're probably the worst country when it comes to sodas, because we pack it so much with sugar that anything else across the world has dulled our senses of something that's better for you, that's just regular sugar. But this isn't horrible. I do kind of miss that there is something. It's there, but as a ghost. I mean, you can somewhat grasp it, but it's gone. Well, I don't hate on it, guys. Those of you who are in Malaysia who are drinking these, I highly, highly recommend. If you love these things, let me know. I don't hate on it, and I'm glad I got a second one, because I got 2 of each. Just in case something happened, I got 2 of them. But well done to this. Like I said, this brings back so many memories. I love the black cap for Pitch Black. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's there. It is there. It does have a weird cloying on the back of the throat, which kind of reminds me of sugar-free, but that's probably because drinks that are made with sugar taste very different than those made with high fructose corn syrup. But that's it for that one. Let's move on. Up next, we have this strange one that I've seen posted several times, but not from Facebook, but more from the Wikipedia Mountain Dew. So this is Mountain Dew Blue Shock. It is dew charged with raspberry citrus flavor. It is the same 400 milliliter that we just did. It has a very beautiful electric blue. So again, yeah. I don't know anything about this one. I'm trying to think of the blue raspberry. Isn't that Voltage, I want to say, if that's Voltage? We did Voltage last year. But Mountain Dew, and I'm sorry, I love the way the old nostalgic vibes work on these things. Voltage and Blue Shock. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. Another Malaysian product. It's just simple, and I love, it just brings back more memories of me with these simple designs than the creations that they come with. But hey, artists make those. Either love them or hate them. I mean, that blue, my God, that blue hurts your eyes. And this one, I'm not seeing carbonation. I'm not smelling anything either. I mean, it's there. It's just very light raspberry. But yeah, there is no carbonation to this one, like at all. I mean, I can see it in the light. There is no bubbles, but wow. Oh boy. Oh my God. That is good. Wow. Okay, there's a lot to Okay, well, there's a lot to unpack here. One that has hardly any aroma, and I don't understand how that lack of aroma can punch you so hard in the mouth. Raspberry, you are getting raspberry, but it's like a sour raspberry cotton candy soda. And I like that it's not fizzy. It takes a while. Because at first when it hits your tongue, you're not tasting anything. But wow, does it like burst in your mouth. This is not voltage by any stretch of the imagination. This is not voltage. I kind of wish I would add just a bit more carbonation or any carbonation to this. But the flavor is amazing with this. Wow. There's like a sour lime, there's cotton candy, there's blue raspberry. And this is actually refreshing. Oh my God, guys. Galaxy Snacks, they still sell these. Don't worry about it if it is not fizzy. I would rather have it not fizzy at all. That is amazing. I'm blown back. I thought this one would be kind of lower because it's just blue shock. I thought it would just taste like voltage. It does not. This is better than voltage by 5. You know, this is great. My only thing is, if I'm going to judge harshly on this, it's just the black top. I mean, if it was like a blue cap, you know, I'd give it, you know, a bit more than that. But I can't beat that flavor. I just kind of wish there was something with the aroma. There's just nothing there for me to say. If I was doing a taste test blindfolded, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. I don't want to taste it. But once it hits your palate, it just explodes. It's the best way that I can describe that. But amazing. Get your hand on Mountain Dew Blue Shock. Let's move on. And finishing up, guys, we have the Japanese Pepsi Big Cola. And they want you to know that. Yeah, so China, and some things you can get from China and Japan, they have this weird habit of putting the label completely across the bottle. I don't know why. I only see that with those. When I went to the Philippines, I never saw that. And like you can see with the Malaysian ones, they're just a simple little label across the bottle. But this is just insane. And I love how it says big. This is a normal size for us Americans. Actually, we probably think that's a little peachy weeny, but this is 600 milliliters. Anything special about this? Well, here's something interesting. This product can expose you to chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects and other reproductive harm. Wow, that's very interesting. So people in California, don't drink this. Because for some reason, you guys are a different breed than us in Florida, you know. Yeah, we eat cancer for breakfast here. I guess that's what it's saying. I don't know. Product of Japan. And I love how they have all the states that supposedly give you 5 cent back or 10 cent back for the bottle. Yeah. Florida's definitely not mentioned on here because we don't give a shit about recycling, unfortunately, because you know who our governor is. But this is not a political channel. So this is 20 fluid ounces. Very interesting. That's just normal for us. I like the bottle cap. It's just the Pepsi logo, but that's about it. That's right, guys. You don't know that I actually do have a Pepsi Man figurine, all thanks to Phalis. Well, shoot, hang on a second. Yeah, so about 2 years ago, I got the Pepsi Man, the fucked of Pepsi Man. Yeah, Phalis did a whole video on this guy, and I got him for $50. Like I said, 2 years ago off of eBay. They're probably even more expensive now because they're Pepsi Man's starting to come back. But he was really solely in Japan from what I understand. And I think there's a Pepsi woman too who did like Pepsi Twist. I'm starting to see a lot of commercials for Pepsi Man. But yeah, he does not smell like Pepsi. He smells like perfume, as Phalis had said. But if you guys are interested in collecting these things, like I said, the fucked of Pepsi Man. Fucked. F-U-C-T. I have no idea what that means. So I love this figurine. I will never open this, guys. I just will not. But anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh my god. You know, when that first came out, when I started watching Phaelus and I watched the fucked of Pepsi Man, I could not stop laughing because, for one thing, I love Phaelus so much. And if you guys don't know Phaelus Phelan, go check out his videos. Give him a little love. Subscribe to him. I know. He was one of my absolute first YouTubers I ever watched. And I don't watch him much anymore. I watch him when I'm feeling down. I'll watch The Next Mutation, his review, and you know, it just peps me up. You know, I love the guy. But anyway, Pepsi Big Cola, the big one. And I mean, there's nothing special about this, guys. You may think that, oh, this is a different flavor of Pepsi. It's not. It's Pepsi. But I guess for the Japanese, this is a giant bottle. Yeah, it's nothing to us. It smells like a regular Pepsi. It's just not as pungent. It's more floral. And actually, I think this greatly reminds me of the one I had in the Philippines. But unfortunately not. This is less sweet than the one in the Philippines. It's not as refreshing as the one in the Philippines. It's more floral. I don't understand why it's reminding me so much of flowers. And Pepsi here in the States is just too damn sweet. But the one in the Philippines is very well balanced. And you gotta understand, different countries, they modify the recipe. I mean, it's not the same as from, you know, the States, Japan, China, Malaysia. They modify the recipe with no chemicals. They subtract sugar, they add sugar. But this, I don't know, I don't like it. I can't get past the very floral hits. It's making my brain, it's making my brain confused. Like, it's time to say, do I like this or not? I honestly don't. So I don't know. It just makes me really wish that I had done a review in the Philippines while I was there. And I am going to do one with the Coke and the Pepsi while I'm there. And before I leave, I'm going to do one of American Coke and American Pepsi before I head off. So that you'll have one that I'm here and then one I'm on location. And when I get back, I'll just merge the two together. As for this, Pepsi Big Cola, there's nothing special about it. It's just more floral, fruity. I don't really care for it. But I will say that I do appreciate the carbonation of more of this than the others. I have to say Blue Shock was a huge, huge surprise. I love it. I'm glad I got another one. Very disappointing with the Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I don't know. I'm kind of sad on this one, but I'm pretty sure at this point Pitch Black is dead and it's not coming back, guys. Just like Surge. Surge is never going to come back, especially not the ones that we millennials had, you know, before. Like when they had Surge, they got rid of Surge. They brought Volt. They got rid of Volt and they brought back Surge, I want to say about 7 years ago, and it was trash. It just tasted down like a watered down Volt. It was not the same. Surge was our Slurm, if you know what I'm talking about. That was our Slurm. We could not tell you why we loved Surge. We could not tell you what the hell we were drinking. It was just that good. But I hope one day they will bring that back. These guys, again, guys, are from Galaxy Snacks. You can find them on, I go to Google, but you can also, they'll pop up on your Facebook account. They have these 3 flavors. Get them. I know you'll love them. And that's it for now. Let's get to the ratings. All right, starting things off with the Malaysian Mountain Dew Pitch Black Soda. I absolutely love the simplistic design. It just reminds me so much of my childhood. I give them so much credit on this. So thank you guys for keeping the history of this drink in its label form 9. The aroma, it's there. I mean, even reviewing it after the video, I am still shocked that that aroma still brings back so many memories. It is there. So 9, but unfortunately that taste is just not, it's not complete. And it makes me want the original again. So 2, overall 6. Malaysian Mountain Dew Blue Shock. So the label, I mean, I do like it. Like I said, I love the simplistic design. I just can't get over the black cap. I think they could have done a blue cap, 8. The aroma, there's nothing there. And that's the thing. With the flavor that just bombs you repeatedly several times with one sip, I want that aroma to also hit me in the face as well. And without it, it just seems very lackluster too. But like I said, that flavor bomb is something that I absolutely want more of. It's refreshing. And for a Mountain Dew like this from another country that is that good, 10. Overall, 6. Pepsi Big Cola from Japan. Oh, the label, okay, I get the hype about it. It's the big one, but I can't. It's just weird looking. That label that just goes all the way from the top down to the bottom. I just don't get it and it's just really not anything special. The aroma is a Pepsi to me. I mean, I'm not a fan of just plain Pepsi, and like I said, there's nothing different about this Pepsi product. It's not a variant. It's just regular Pepsi 4. And as for the flavor, I just don't get the whole floral flavor behind it. It's not refreshing, and I just want something different. 3. Overall, 3.